During an interview, Gal Gadot revealed that she auditioned for the role of Furiosa and was very close until Charlize Theron got it. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. During an interview, Gal Gadot revealed that she auditioned for the role of Furiosa and was very close until Charlize Theron got it. Charlize Theron has played many iconic characters over the years, from embodying someone like Megyn Kelly in Bombshell to playing the role of a real-life serial killer and monster. She has showcased her versatility as an actress time and time again. However, no film has managed to get her as much recognition as Mad Max: Fury Road. Having played the role of Imperator Furiosa, she managed to steal the spotlight in a cast full of respected actors like Tom Hardy, Nicholas Hoult, and Zoe Kravitz. Considering how iconic her performance was, it is difficult to imagine someone else playing the role in the original film, even though Anya Taylor-Joy did take over recently in the prequel. However, it would seem that Gal Gadot almost got the role long before she became Wonder Woman. During an interview with the Hollywood Reporters Awards Chatter podcast, Gal Gadot looked back at some important moments in her career. Since the interview took place soon after the release of 2017's Wonder Woman, the actress reminisced on her past experiences before she bagged the iconic role. Specifically, Gadot mentioned that when she was trying to make it big in Hollywood, she found it difficult to compete with bigger-name actresses when it came to auditioning for roles. She confessed that whenever she was trying out for a film, she would often have to go head-to-head against someone who was already established in their career, forcing her to lose out on many roles. "I had so many almost for big, great things, but I was never a big enough name. It was always me and the big name. I was runner-up for Mad Max with Charlize." Gadot even went as far as to reveal that she tried out for the role of Imperator Furiosa in Mad Max: Fury Road. Competing against Charlize Theron, she ended up losing the role even though she was a runner-up. Many may be upset at the fact that Gal Gadot did not get a fair shot when she was auditioning for the role of Imperator Furiosa. However, there is no denying that Mad Max: Fury Road would have looked a lot different if the Wonder Woman actress had been a part of it. On top of the project winning several Oscars for its mastery, Charlize Theron's character in the film was especially intriguing. The actress's performance as the character brought a completely different kind of presence to the already established franchise. So much so that Furiosa's hype resulted in her getting a standalone film in 2024, starring Anya Taylor-Joy in the role. Considering how iconic Theron's performance was, it is difficult to imagine someone else playing such a character, especially an actress like Gadot. Although there is no denying that the DC actress has her moments of splendor, fans have yet to see her play a rage-filled character like Furiosa. With this in mind, it would have been almost tragic if the role had gone to Gadot. Not because she couldn't have done it, but because no one could have done it as Theron did. Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman has been quite iconic in many ways. After the release of the first film in 2017, the film established her character in a way no other portrayal of Diana Prince had. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. This pattern followed through her appearance in Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice and Justice League. However, the same was not the case for the second chapter in her story. Wonder Woman 1987 was an early letdown in the DC Universe's spiral down a dark path. The film had some very high expectations to meet, and it was unable to keep up. While the cast full of critically acclaimed stars wanted more from its performance, it would seem that the associations of bad experiences started before filming was even over. During an interview, Gadot revealed one of the most difficult moments to film in the movie and how she was able to cope with the action. Wonder Woman 1987 was an early letdown in the DC Universe's spiral down a dark path. The film had some very high expectations to meet, and it was unable to keep up. While the cast full of critically acclaimed stars wanted more from its performance, it would seem that the associations of bad experiences started before filming was even over. During an interview, Gadot revealed one of the most difficult moments to film in the movie and how she was able to cope with the action. Filming superhero movies is rarely a joyride. Since actors have to constantly be at their physical peak and navigate through some very tough action sequences, they can often be completely burned out long before the movie is done filming. During an interview with Bizarre magazine, Gal Gadot talked about her own experiences with the same while filming Wonder Woman 1984. She started by explaining that she had to constantly remind herself to take everything one day at a time. The realization that you have to have very tiring days for months on end can be quite overwhelming. It would seem that focusing on the now rather than the future helped Gadot avoid this feeling. In these type of huge movies, you can't take it as a whole. It's day by day. It's not even a week-by-week project because every day is full to the max. While challenging scenes are nothing new in filming movies, superhero films take it a level further. Knowing this, she confessed that the filming process did get extremely tiring for her. Giving the interview alongside her co-star, Kristen Wiig, she talked about the most challenging moment to film in the 2020 movie. Towards the end of the film, Diana Prince's character has a very visually interesting fight with Kristen Wiig's cheetah. They have a battle of will and morality, with Gal Gadot's character representing the good in humanity and Wiig's character showcasing the darkness and greed of humans. At one point in the battle, they end up in the water, where Cheetah ends up taking her last breaths. The actress revealed that their attire had started to attack them, having rashes that proved their discomfort. The final nail in the coffin was the water scene. It would seem that in order to make sure that the water looked just right, milk was added to it. While this would have been nothing early on, as the filming day progressed, Gadot revealed that the water had begun to stink a lot. "Do you remember the water work we had to do and the rashes that came out over our faces? Then they had to put milk in it and it just stank. People see the final, polished thing, but we had to do diving and you, Kristen, were cold." They were forced to take their rash-covered bodies into the smelly water and fight with their mouths open. It is safe to assume that that was not a fun day on set. Ana de Armas is the ideal candidate to replace Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman in the DCU, bringing physicality, emotional depth, and significance. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. With the DCU out of the picture and James Gunn's revamped DC universe on the way, so seems to be a new Wonder Woman. While Gal Gadot has been widely commended for the star-studded performance she gave as Diana Prince, now speculation is rising on who could be the most immaculate replacement for her. And our top choice is nothing less than Ana de Armas. An actress with the perfect wits, charms, and acting chops required for the role, Armas inevitably checks a lot of boxes when it comes to the next likely Diana Prince portrayers. While her works are enough to show her versatility to step into a role this deep, here's a breakdown of why we would never stop dubbing Armas one of the most perfect replacements for Gadot in the DCU. Over the years since her professional debut in the entertainment industry back in 2006, de Armas has managed to gain incredible acclaim for her roles. Not only has scored the chance to play someone like Marilyn Monroe in her biopic Blonde, but she has also become a part of major franchises like John Wick, through the upcoming Ballerina, James Bond, and even Knives Out. That said, her acting prowess doesn't prove to be a barrier when considering her one of the possible replacements for Gal Gadot in the DCU. But while acting is one thing, having the physicality for the role is another, considering how Wonder Woman is a character who needs someone who can perform complex fight choreography, something like what Armas does in Ballerina. As for the fact that Diana is an incredibly emotionally in-depth character, one who not only understands